Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
We're doing it up at Mickey D's today to take a look at the first upgraded flavor to their popular Buttermilk Crispy Tenders that were introduced earlier this year as a permanent menu item. And let's just say, things are looking a little saucy. So let's go in their all-new sweet and spicy honey barbecue glazed tenders. And they definitely have the glaze part down pat, guys. These are looking sauced up beautifully here. A very nice looking deep, rich barbecue sauce comprised of brown sugar, seasoned with chili pepper, black pepper, and a natural smoke flavor to give you a little bit of that heat and a little bit of the smokiness. And that looks to be all soaked into the breading that you see in the outside of these Buttermilk Crispy Tenders featuring 100% white meat. But man, guys, nice and thick and nice and meaty looking here. And for a 4-piece order, this looks definitely aimed to satisfy. So let's see if it does. These are the new sweet and spicy honey barbecue glazed tenders from McDonald's. Let's peep out this flavor. Yeah, sauced up these most definitely are. Take a look at that sweet honey barbecue sauce just glistening off of the coating of that Buttermilk Crispy Tender, guys. Looking really, really delicious. Let's dive in. It's the sweet and spicy honey barbecue glazed tenders from McDonald's on a semi-crispy day here in Southern California. Nice. Well, I'm happy to say this is not overly sweet, and I'm very thankful for that because I'm not a fan of very, very sweet barbecue sauces, but I gotta say the flavor is very balanced on this. It's a nice little mix of honey, it's a little bit of the brown sugar that you're tasting as well, and the smoke is absolutely there on top of the chili pepper, guys. It's got some nice sizzle coming up on the back end, and of course the white meat chicken of the Buttermilk Crispy Tender is always on point. The sauce gets into all the nooks and crannies of the breading, and you got a pretty nice even mix considering these are hand-tossed to order, so pretty nice so far, guys. Pretty nice. Whenever I come to McDonald's to get my iced coffees, I usually get the Buttermilk Crispy Tenders as a snack, and I gotta say, these never really disappoint. Nice, solid 100% white meat on the inside here, guys, with a nice even mix of that coating on the outside, and I gotta say, the combination works extremely well. These are pretty high-quality tenders. And now that they're available right now with that sweet and spicy honey barbecue goodness on the outside, you have that much more to look forward to. Even if you're not a super fan of barbecue like me, this is actually a very nice mix. I'm always a fan of standard chicken tenders with buttermilk ranch or maybe some buffalo, that type of thing, but barbecue has never really been my #1 go-to, and although I do like it once in a while, of course those first two that I mentioned are my favorites. But guys, this is a really, really nice flavor with the heatness to go with it there. If you're not really into spice, you're not really going to be turned off too much from this because it's just light, but it really is that balance of the sweetness as well as just the overall flavor that you're going to get with this, and the smokiness is nice on this. It really is a nice quality tender. And as always, that balanced coating of the buttermilk around the chicken is again another major highlight. I'm not really tasting the coating flavor itself directly because of how strong the flavors are with everything else. Even though it's not sweet, you're getting a nice barbecue type flavor. But at the end of the day, these are just really, really tasty, and they deliver on what they're advertising. For real. Here's another quick shot of that glistening goodness just to close this one out for you guys. A very, very nice first flavor, and what I'm sure is going to be a range of other ones coming down the line because I think this one's going to do pretty well. Like I said, it delivers on what it's advertising with this one. It's got a nice amount of sweetness, a nice amount of heat, and overall it's just super tasty, and I'm glad I swung by to check this one out. So with that said, I'm going to have to give the sweet and spicy honey barbecue glazed tenders here at McDonald's a rock solid 9 out of 10. Like I said earlier, this is not my go-to flavor when it comes to Buttermilk Crispy Tenders, but the flavor definitely delivered with a nice even mix of sweet and heat, along with just being super flavorful. And aside from the nice hints of smoke, along with the generous portion of the sauce on those tenders for the 4-piece that I got, guys, it was just really, really good. But as always, this is all based upon my first impressions of trying these for the first time on camera in front of you guys right now. But what do you think overall? Drop some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of these in general. And if this flavor of the Buttermilk Crispy Tender is going to be worth it to you to check out, because I can tell you guys, the flavor is pretty nice, but I think you know that already, right? So light up that comment section down below and make your voice heard. And with that, this is Ian K closing out another episode of Peep This Out, delivering brand new content every single week here on my channel. So while you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon, in the meantime, stay frosty. Hey McDonald's, if you're watching this right now, for the next flavor, how about maybe something like Chipotle Ranch? For no particular reason other than I think it'd be pretty tasty. Alright guys, until next time, I'll talk to you soon.